Okay, developers, welcome back. This video is brought to you by Equalizer Finance, and they have just dropped some big news about their flash loan service. Their fees are now 0%. The competition are not going to be happy about this one, but they're basically allowing flash loan traders to extract as much profit as possible. And in this video, we're going to look more into their numbers. If you're new here, I'm Calvin Torra, and at Eat the Blocks, we help Web2 developers transition into Web3. Equalizer Finance previously had 0.05% fees on their flash loan principal, but now have dropped their fee to 0% for all of their vaults. So that means vaults on Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, and Optimism. This is big news, and in a moment we'll look into how this stacks up against other flash loan providers. Their old 0.05% fee was already the lowest on the market, but by dropping their fees to 0%, they're looking to help their users maximize their profits from flash loan transactions. On their homepage, Equalizer Finance is set up specifically for flash loans. Their gas fees for execution are 2 times lower than the competition. They offer multi-chain support, including Ethereum, Binance, Polygon, and more. They also give you access to any token and security audited smart contracts, and now 0% fees. Now, reading some more into this, I'm not sure exactly how long this is going to be kept at 0%, as it's mentioned that in the future, Equalizer Finance will remain at 0% only for EQZ holders. These holders will get access to a set of premium services, educational content, and additional tools. So I'm guessing that by providing massive amounts of value now by dropping their fees, they get to grow their community and attract more token holders. These holders will maintain the benefits from this current 0% move. So like I said, there's no mention of how long the 0% fee will last for, so probably best to check them out as soon as possible. Now, flash loans can be used for a number of things like arbitrage trades, self-hedging, self-liquidation, and collateral swaps, but they all have an operational cost. Now, the cost of borrowing those loans all depends on the provider, and in their docs, they've got a breakdown of the numbers. So here we can see we have a transaction on Etherscan that shows Equalizer transactions cost just over 111,000. The same example of borrowing a loan from Aave is around 204, and then DXDY is the highest at around 225, so quite a bit more than Equalizer here. All of these tests were performed on Ethereum testnets, so you can go into the docs and check out their numbers for yourself. Now that we've looked at some of the numbers for other providers, let's look at the flash loan receiver code for each of those. Compared to Aave and DXDY, their code is much less convoluted and it feels a bit more approachable compared to the others. So after we've initiated the flash loan, our contract is going to be called with the onFlashLoan function. This is where we put all of our business logic, where we buy tokens, sell tokens, and then right at the end, we return the funds that we borrowed. Equalizer Finance have a smart contract deployed on the Rinkeby testnet that allows you to play with the functions and see the borrowing of a flash loan in action. So once you're on Etherscan, you can connect your wallet and open the flash loan provider. On the Write Contract tab, we can see they have a receiver address, token amount, and data. All of these fields are mandatory. Once we allow the transaction to go through using MetaMask, we'll be able to see the transaction hash, and it will look a little bit like this. We can see that we've borrowed 0.1 USDT from the Equalizer vaults and then returned it with a 0.05% fee. Now, as this is their demo contract, we can expect that the old fees are just for demonstration purposes. This is just to illustrate how it works. Again, this is using the code we just looked at. The contract only borrows and returns funds. All of the business logic must be provided by you when you find an arbitrage opportunity. So what's actually happening here? We invoke the flash loan lending process by calling the flash loan method on the Equalizer flash loan provider smart contract. This contract triggers the flash loan transfer from the vault to the flash loan borrower smart contract built and deployed by you. The assets are transferred to the flash loan borrower smart contract. The flash loan provider smart contract triggers your business logic on your borrower smart contract. Then the borrower smart contract uses the loan to perform business operations on a decentralized exchange. And then once everything is done, the Flash Loan Provider smart contract triggers the transfer of assets from your contract back into the vault. All of these operations are performed within a single transaction, so if the loan and the fee are not returned, the transaction will revert and all the funds are restored to the vault. You can also grab the code to interact with their smart contracts using Ethers.js. All of this is provided in their documentation. They provide you with the API so you can save that alongside your code and import it. You can add your Infura API key and your private key, and this will be for the account that will borrow the Flash loan. In their example, they use their Flash loan receiver address and loan provider from the RinkB example. We then have the USDT token address from the testnet and the Equalizer vault address. You initialize the contract of the Flash loan provider in an async function while passing in the same parameters we saw in the Etherscan version, and then we await the results in the console. According to the table presented by Equalizer Finance, the other providers have quite a few limitations as they're just not designed solely for Flash loans. The fees are higher, and they have a limited amount of tokens and liquidity. Equalizer's core business model is to provide Flash loans, whereas others are lending and borrowing, or they are exchanges. And now that the fees for taking out these loans from Equalizer vaults are at 0%, it's a bit difficult for anyone else to compete. Equalizer also seems to be the only provider with multi-chain support and a virtually unlimited choice of token vaults. They also pride themselves on having unlimited trading opportunities for any asset. No other platform today has that kind of functionality. So while their fees are at 0%, it's probably a good time to go and check out their docs and see how you can leverage their service to make some Flash loan profits. We'll leave a link in the description below. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you soon.